the horses just came running up to me. Hey. You told me to say hi. Come over here. So my mind's just been blown, and I'm probably on the brink of tears, so hopefully I won't cry. But apparently there is something called, and if small kids are around, definitely don't listen to this with them, and if you are a guy, I'd probably prefer you not to listen as well. I'm trying to get this horse sticking towards me. This one though. Anyways, they might just walk alongside me as I'm going. They don't want to come get a pet, but they want to walk alongside me. Go figure. I found out about something called vaginismus. It's like Christmas, but it's vaginismus. And it is to do with pain. And I swear I've said in different... Oh, they must think that I'm like going to let them out or I'm going to feed them or something, because they're still following me. Oh! No, you can't go up there. Hey. They're all here. Come. I'm not letting you out. Sorry. I'm not letting you out, but I'll pet you. Anyways, it's something to do with trauma. Whoa, be careful. Now I've explained before that I have had pain when being intimate with my ex. I've told the doctor all of this, but they just... This is the thing that's frustrating. So I've told the doctor all this, but they just don't seem to look into any of it. And when I insert tampons, they literally come back out. They'll stay in for a little bit, but it's very, very sore. I don't have anything for you. And when I go for my smears or any kind of IUI things or anything, it hurts when they put the speculum in. And so much so, I said in my latest IUI how they had to take it out and put it back in. I was in so much pain. So yeah, so vaginism and vaginismus is like your body's way of dealing with the trauma. So basically it says that something is foreign, it puts you into fight or flight mode, and it takes that foreign item out, which is probably why tampons slip out. And it could very be why 6 embryos didn't take and 3 IUIs didn't take. But instead of a doctor saying this to me, they just pushed it away. And now I'm just left with my thoughts on how did they not. The minute I said something to my sister-in-law, she was like, oh my gosh, have they checked you for this? Surely. And I said, no, they have not. And she's just like, what the heck? Those are all like what it is. Yeah, so it's really annoying that, you know, I mean, it's fraying to a certain extent. If it is this, if I do get told it's this, because it means obviously there's a reason. And Tara kept saying there's always a reason for your infertility. You just have to find out what that reason is. There are methods, like counseling methods they can do around you, apparently, like massaging of your uterus and stuff like that. yeah, so I'm going to look into all that. Lexi's going to put me in touch with some people that she knows, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad that, like, I could have been very well the reason that we didn't have kids, and that I kept Sam for having kids. And I know, I've been making spoons with her and anxiety whistles with her, and we've been talking about how, like, depression is your past, anxiety is your future, and we need to learn to live in the middle. And I can't change the past, but I can change the future. So yeah, we've been talking about that a little bit, as well as I've been doing this pottery stuff, and it's been really cool. But yeah, I just feel awful, and I feel overwhelmed, and I feel all these emotions right now, and I want to listen to worship music. So if I need to cry, I can cry, because that's what worship music will do. I'm angry. I feel like I'm grieving all those opportunities. I mean, if I've got notes this thick and not one of them suggests that, like, no, it's not an easy fix, but it's also not a fix with, like, medication or even surgery. Like, it seems to be majority simple fixes. And I just get frustrated because I told people this. I told people that it hurt. It took me 3 months to consummate my marriage because I was in so much pain, and it always hurt. Tampons always hurt. That's why I didn't use them. Like, I said this to people. I've said this to my doctors, and not once have they said this. They've seen me get 3 smears done, and I'm always in pain, and they're like, you shouldn't be. But they never even threw out this vaginal mess to me. And basically my body it's its way of, like, shutting down that part of my body and not allowing it to function properly the way that it should. And it's just mind-boggling, and I feel like I'm so angry at Fertility Associates, and I want to actually write them a letter if it does end up being that, and just say to them, like, maybe next time if someone tells you this, or if you see that they're in great pain or every time they go in for a scan that it's uncomfortable. I've had so many ultra scans. Like, it's not pleasant having the dildo go up to kind of scan. Like, everything has been uncomfortable and unpleasant, and they kind of just not joke it away, but kind of be like, oh yeah, it's going to be a little bit unpleasant. But yes, I'm not crying in pain at any of these things. I mean, I almost did at the last IUI. That's why they took it out, because I was in so much pain. But it shouldn't have to get to that. And you shouldn't see that as a doctor who specializes in fertility and not tell somebody this. Because literally my body was traumatized with these things, and then within seconds, like, I'm still in trauma as have this thing inside of me, and it is hurting me. And you're then putting sperm in me or embryos in me, and my body is not liking it. My body is sore and it is hurting me, and so it pushes the object right back out. And I've always said that I felt like something wasn't right, that my sister-in-law saying to me, well, God's told you no all this time. Well, maybe he hasn't. And I've just accepted that I was a freak, and that, and I just messaged my friend, and she was like, far out, her exact words were, fuck, I can just remember you telling us that it was painful and sore back, back in the very beginning when I first had my experience with my husband. But this isn't something that's talked about. So if this helps one person, by all means, look into it. Vaginismus. VAGINIMUS, something like that. Look it up and see. I'm only now in my right mind to like think about it. Like, it's a shame of sex, it's a shame of talking about it or anything like that, which I've had massively. It is the trauma that I've had from a child that I'm not saying, and I'm never saying that this would have stopped my relationship from splitting up, because like I've said before, I really don't think it would have. I think it was only a matter of time before that happened. But my God, if we could have taken that out, for me to feel good enough in something that I was so vulnerable in, but I just couldn't. I just allowed the doctor to be like, well, that's not normal, but hey, that's how you're feeling. I don't think you are of the age to be feeling that, or that's interesting, but then leaving it at that instead of pressing. And now I'm gonna press, and I'm gonna press, and I'm gonna press, because if this can make all the difference in the world, I don't care if I have to pay $150 for a 90-minute session before I have a transfer or whatever, and get some strategies to like breathe through before, like, and tell them that I've got this, and can you be patient with me? Like, I'm gonna tell them in that meeting. I'm gonna tell them that I've just discovered that I might have this, and what do they think they can do around it? Like, my mind is just blown as I read more of this stuff. But yeah, anyways, it's gonna rain soon, so if I want to listen to worship music, I need to do it soon, and before somebody tries to come find me, because I'm sure my sister-in-law knows that I'm like, this is what I do. I retreat. I need a minute to myself. I'm gonna go, but I'm trying to give you raw of what this journey. So this is the start of the next journey, and on top of having to do needles and retrievals of eggs and everything else, like this is going to be hard to do it on my own, but I think really freeing, and what I need to maybe close this chapter, if it's going to be closed or be successful, I don't know. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know, December 28th, mind is blown.